The secret psychology behind attraction. How to make women interested in you. Have you ever felt like all eyes are glued to one guy, even when he isn't saying a word? That guy who seems to carry an invisible "I'm awesome" aura in his pocket? Well, it's not luck or magic. It's the science of confidence. And the good news? You can learn to do the same. A first impression doesn't need speeches. It's all in your posture, gaze, and that subtle smile that screams, "I know exactly what I'm doing here." Let me tell you something quick. Once, I went to a party where I was basically a nobody. But instead of hiding in a corner, pretending to answer non-existent messages, I straightened my shoulders, looked around, and flashed a subtle smile. Within 5 minutes, a woman came up to me and said, "You look so at ease." The secret? Look confident, even if your heart is doing a salsa dance. And guess what? You can do it too. The key? It's in the details. Walk into any room like you own the place without overdoing it, of course. Relax your shoulders, make eye contact, and avoid crossing your arms. That screams insecurity. Women, and honestly everyone, are drawn to men who seem comfortable in their own skin. It's like your body language is saying, "I'm good with myself," and you'll want to know why. In the end, the first contact isn't about impressing with some elaborate trick. It's about getting noticed the right way. Small adjustments in how you carry yourself can make a huge impact. And the best part, you don't need a fancy car, an expensive watch, or a millionaire's suit. It's about how you command the space without saying a word. Want to know how to supercharge that? Hold tight, because here's where the mystery kicks in. Ever notice that the most interesting people are the ones you can't fully figure out? Mystery is like that movie trailer that drives you crazy to see the full film. It's not about hiding dark secrets. It's about leaving a little curiosity in the air. In the art of attraction, it works like bait. You reveal just enough to make her want to know more, but you save the best for later. I remember once when a woman at a cafe asked me about my job. Instead of giving the usual answer, I said something like, "Oh, I solve intriguing problems." She laughed, intrigued, and the conversation took a much more exciting turn. I wasn't hiding anything, just creating a vibe that said, "There's more to this story than meets the eye." That, my friend, is how you use mystery to your advantage. Being mysterious isn't about keeping secrets. It's about how you deliver things. Drop interesting tidbits, but don't dump your entire life story. Save the deeper, more personal stuff for when the conversation is more intimate. Not only does this make her curious, but it also shows that you know the value of strategic silence. It's like saying, "I've got layers, but you'll need a VIP pass to see them all." And remember, being mysterious doesn't mean being inaccessible or acting like a movie star. It's about being smart and keeping the conversation light, but intriguing. Want to test it out? Next time someone asks you something, reply with a touch of humor or something unexpected. You'll see how curiosity works like a magnet. Ready to take the next step and strengthen that confident vibe? The art of personal security is up next. Confidence isn't an app you download or a magic trick that appears overnight. It's like working out at the gym. It comes from small, daily actions that add up over time. And it's not just about what you do in front of others, but how you feel when you're alone. Think about it. When was the last time you finished something and thought, "Damn, I'm good at this"? That feeling is like premium fuel for confidence. And spoiler alert, women can sense it from miles away. Here's the thing, when I started boxing, I was more of an inflatable tube man than a fighter. I wasn't there to impress anyone. I just wanted a challenge for myself. Those first days, total disaster. But over time, I became more confident, not just in the ring, but in life. It was progress I could see in the mirror and feel in the way I walked. I didn't have to say a word. It was written all over my face. True confidence shows in how you face challenges and react to the unexpected. It's not about pounding your chest and claiming you're the best. It's about radiating a calmness that says, "I've got this." To build that, take more risks. Start a new hobby. Refine something you already enjoy. Even small victories, like finally cooking an egg without burning it, add up. And remember, confidence isn't pretending to be perfect. It's embracing your flaws as part of the package. That sets you apart from the guys who hide out of fear of failure. When you get this, people notice, and yes, women too. Ready to learn how your words can amplify that confident energy even more? Let's dive into the magic of charismatic communication. Words have incredible power, man. They can make you shine or kill the vibe. And the secret of the most charismatic guys? They don't just talk, they create moments. It's not about bragging like a peacock, but about listening, connecting, and turning the conversation into something the other person won't forget. This is where you can work some real magic. Once at a party, instead of telling some random story about myself, I asked a woman, if you could drop everything today, what would you do with your life? It was like I hit a secret button. She started talking deeply, and the conversation became something unique. The trick is simple. Ask questions that show you genuinely care, not just because you're trying to impress. Being charismatic also means knowing how to pace the conversation. Use humor to break the ice, like making a funny comment about something absurd at the party, but also know when to dive into deeper topics. Sharing stories of overcoming challenges, even funny ones, creates a connection. After all, who doesn't connect with someone who shares real, authentic moments? And here's the final tip. Feel the energy of the moment. If the vibe is lively, keep up. If it's more laid back, match the tone. What matters is how you make the other person feel during the conversation. Want to know how to use everything around you to boost your social game? Stick with me for one more trick to become the life of the party. You know that guy who seems to be the center of attention without even trying? It's not just luck or natural charisma. It's the impact he has on the room and the people in it. Social value isn't about being the forced popular guy, but about becoming someone admired and respected. And guess what? Women pick up on this kind of vibe faster than you think. Here's an example. I started organizing simple get-togethers with friends, like barbecues or game nights. Soon, people began associating me with good times. When I met someone new, conversations flowed more easily because I already had a good reputation. It's not manipulation. It's genuinely being someone who adds value to people's lives. This naturally makes people and women gravitate toward you. To build this social value, focus on two things. Strengthen the friendships you already have and create new connections. Be the guy who introduces friends with common interests or solves problems without drama. This builds an image of reliability and leadership. Women love guys who are well regarded socially because it shows you bring value to the group and to her. But here's the key: be authentic. No one likes someone who tries too hard to impress. Build a life where you naturally inspire and contribute to others. This makes you irresistible because your positive energy aligns with your actions. Now, let's dive into the magic of body language. Have you ever thought about what your body says before you even speak? Body language is the first hello you give, and it can either exude confidence or put you in a social dead zone in seconds. Women have a sharp radar for these signals, sometimes before they even realize it. That's why mastering your posture and movements is a powerful weapon in the game of attraction. Let me share one of mine. I was at an event, way too relaxed, slouching shoulders, a lazy posture. The energy was low, and I felt it in how people interacted with me or didn't. I adjusted, straightened my shoulders, planted my feet firmly, and gave a confident gaze. The result? More people started striking up conversations, and one woman even commented that I seemed confident and intriguing. This is living proof that your physical presence changes everything. Want to take it further? Pay attention to the details. Slightly leaning in when someone speaks shows interest, while steady eye contact, without looking like you're trying to hypnotize them, creates an instant connection. But take it easy. Abrupt movements or intense stares can scare more than attract. Balance is your best friend here. Remember, your energy needs to align with the environment. An intimate conversation calls for soft gestures and a calm tone, while lively settings demand a firm posture and clear expressions. Your body is always saying something. You just need to decide what message it's sending. Authenticity is your superpower. In a world where so many people try to be something they're not, being genuine puts you ahead of the pack. Women have a ninja-like radar for spotting fake behavior, and when you're real, it radiates confidence and security. The best part? No one can be you better than you. And that, my friend, is a massive advantage in the attraction game. One time on a date, instead of playing the cool guy and trying to impress, I talked about something simple: how music helps me unwind on tough days. The result? The conversation flowed so naturally that she said something I'll never forget. It's rare to meet someone who's just themselves. It was a light bulb moment for me. Being authentic isn't about pretending, it's about being. And that leaves a lasting impression. Want to find that authenticity? Discover what really moves you and embrace it. Love video games? Cool, don't hide it. Enjoy hiking and adventures? Put it out there. It's not about pleasing others. It's about connecting with people who value the same things. This honesty creates real bonds that go far beyond small talk. What matters is the emotional impact, and that only comes from truth. But here's the thing: authenticity isn't an excuse to stay in your comfort zone. Keep growing, but don't lose sight of who you are. The right people will be drawn to your essence. And when you're living in this mindset, finding someone who shares your values stops being a struggle. It becomes a natural consequence. Now, let's talk about abundance. Ever thought about living without having to prove anything to anyone? That's the abundance mindset. It's the certainty that your happiness doesn't depend on a person, a date, or a situation. Guys with this mindset don't chase or beg for attention. They naturally attract it. Why? Because personal security and lightheartedness are like magnets for people. I remember when I learned this lesson firsthand. After a breakup, I felt desperate to fill the void, seeking approval in all the wrong places. Only when I focused on myself, diving into new hobbies and pursuing my goals, did I notice a shift. People started approaching me naturally, without me even trying. It was proof that letting go makes you irresistible. This mindset shows even in the little things. If someone cancels a date or doesn't show interest, you don't freak out. You just move on because your life is already great as it is. This isn't coldness. It's showing that you don't need external validation to feel whole. Women notice this and want to be part of something bigger, something authentic, and full of positive energy. But beware. Don't confuse detachment with being cold or distant. It's about knowing your worth and acting accordingly. A man who lives with purpose and values himself doesn't need to chase. Things come to him. This balance creates a perfect cycle of attraction. And the best part, the more you live with abundance, the more naturally it happens. Feeling tired of trying to win over the woman of your dreams, only to feel like everything you do pushes her away? I know exactly how frustrating it is to feel so close yet so far from creating that deep, irresistible connection with the person you want. But don't worry, there's a scientifically proven method that can completely change your approach. With the obsession method, you'll learn how to spark genuine attraction, something that makes any woman feel an uncontrollable desire for you, even if you're not the most handsome guy in the room. This simple, straightforward method makes you irresistible without effort, like having the remote control to her desire. The choice is yours now. Keep doing the same thing and facing rejection, or take the right step to win over the woman you've always wanted. By getting the obsession method, you're giving yourself the chance to turn things around. And the best part is, there's no risk. With a 60-day money-back guarantee, you can try the method, and if it doesn't work, get your money back. Click the link in the comments below and discover why thousands of men are transforming their love lives with this method. Subscribe to the channel and check out the next video playing on the channel.